Hello, my name is Ethan Cotton, and I am taking a computer science and software engineering course as part of the career and technical education program at the Gull Lake High School. Today I'm going to walk you through the CLI user commands, or the command line interface user commands. So the first thing we're going to do is type in ls, lists and files and directories. So ls, it'll tell me all my basic files and directories. So you can tell these are all directories because they're blue. So things like documents and stuff would be white and directories are blue. So the next thing we're going to do is type in cd, and I'm going to type in documents, and what this will do is bring you to that specific directory. So I'll hit enter, and now it shows that I am in that directory. Alright, so the next thing it would do would be make a new directory. Don't mind this, we'll get to that in a second. So, gonna make a new directory called employees. Hit enter. Type in ls, and it should show a new directory called employees. And if you made a directory that you don't want, um, as long as it's empty and you're not in the directory, you can type in mkdir and then, no, not mk, rmdir, and then type in employees or emp and then hit tab. And as long as it's empty, it'll remove that directory. And if it's not a directory, it's like a document, then you can just do rm and then that document. So let's demonstrate it up here. So I'm gonna go into my employees directory. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a document. So we're gonna type in lowercase t for touch, and I'm just gonna call it East Branch. Hit enter. Now we're gonna type in ls just to check that it's there, and now we have a document that's called East Branch, and you can tell it's not a directory because it's not blue. So again, we got the remove thing. rmdir removes an empty directory, and then the rm, it removes files of directories. 9 times out of 10 you use it for files. Yeah. You can use mv to move or rename files or directories. I'm not going to really demonstrate it, but it should be this one to rename, and this one just change its directory. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to type in nano and the document name. So this will open the text file in an editor within the terminal. So nano East Branch, and it'll bring us here. Alright, so I just asked ChatGPT for 15 random employee names because I do not want to think of that right now. I'm gonna control C it, and if you want to put anything into, if you want to copy anything into the CLI, or paste it, you hit Control Shift and then V. Control V will just pop up with this weird thing. I don't exactly want to do it right now, but I can show you in a second. It's just not fun. So what we're gonna do here is hit Control X. So it shows on here this little line thing means control. So we're gonna hit Control X to exit. It's gonna ask you to save the modified buffer. I'm gonna hit Y, and it's gonna ask me if I want to keep this as East Branch. I'm gonna hit enter, and it brings me back here. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, just to view what's inside there, just to make sure it's saved, we're gonna type in cat and then the name of the thing, the document, hit enter, and it gives me all of these. So we're gonna look at new way to open the document. So what you can do, if if you see up here, you can type in xdg dash or tag, whatever you want to call it, open space, and then the name of the document. And then this will just bring it up in its default thing. Instead of the terminal, it'll bring it up in a fun area. Another thing you can do is just type in less, and then each branch, hit enter, and it should show you everything in there page by page. And if you want to end it, you hit Q. Alright, next thing we're going to do is type in head, and it shows the first 10 lines of the document, so it's going to show me the first 10 employees. If you have spaces in between like different lines, it'll still count as a line, and it'll still show that. So I'm going to type in head, East Branch, and it'll give me the first 10 lines. And similar to that, we can also type in tail, and then East Branch, and then it'll give me the last 10 lines. So there's 15 of these, so there should be 5 down here. Oh, there's an extra little line there. Well, it's 4, but yeah. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is user management. So we're going to type in who am I in the thing. Hit enter, and it'll give you what user you're using right now, which is me. Another thing you can do, just to get more specific, you can type in ID, and it'll give you your user ID, just a bunch of stuff. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a user. Just in case you want to put like people on here and give them different things on here. It's goofballs. Anyway, we're going to type in sudo add user, and then we're going to call him, we're going to use Robert Phillips. Yep, hit enter. It's all lowercase, no spaces. It's going to ask me for my password. And then it's going to make you make a password, so I'm going to make a really weak password here. Then I'm going to give him his full name. I'm going to skip all these numbers and things. It's going to ask you if the information is correct. I'm pretty sure you can either just hit enter or type in Y and hit enter. And you're good. And then over here, I'm not going to do it, but you can change the user's password. Just in case you typed in something that they can't remember, or they just want to change it. Alright, I just added another user for things that we're about to do. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to add a group. So I'm going to type in sudo group add, and then we're just going to call it marketing. We're also going to add sudo group add. We're going to call it production. Oh, spelled that wrong. And then on the last 10 lines, you're going to do the same thing, but with this is so fun. And then a west branch in our case. Alright. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a person to one of these groups. So we're going to do that. So sudo user mod SA capital G, and I'm gonna do marketing, and I'm gonna put John Peterson. Alright, and then I'm gonna do sudo user mod AG production, and I'm gonna add our Phillips. Alright, so next we're gonna look at the group our users are in. So I'm just gonna type in groups, and then we'll do Jay Peterson. And it says he's in marketing. And the next thing we're gonna do is type in, see if this will go away, get end group to list the groups and also list users. So you can see users here, and then you can see the groups that the users are in here. You can also delete a group. I'm not going to, but you just type this in and it should delete the group. So this is an example. It should just delete the group. And I'm gonna change the user's primary group. So I'm gonna go sudo user mod g marketing and hold on. Alright, so we're gonna work through this together. So I think we type in our Phillips, hit enter, and I'm gonna type in get and group, hit enter. Uh-oh. Alright, so my notes were wrong. Instead of a lowercase c, it's a capital G. So we're gonna do sudo user mod capital G, marketing, and our Phillips. Type in get in group, and we have 2 people in marketing. Alright, we'll switch into the system information and process management. So the first thing I'm gonna do, really fun thing to do, type in tab, and it starts showing you all these things. It's showing you all the system resource usage. So if you have something using things that you don't really want them to be using, you can see what it is, how much it's using, command, stuff like that. And if you want to get out of it, you hit Q, and it should stop it. You can also list everything that's happened over the time that this has been on. So you type in ps aux, hit enter, and it just shows you everything that's gone since you've opened this thing up. You can use this. Haven't tried it yet, but it terminates the process by its process ID. So you can just terminate some of these by their ID or whatever. Alright, so next we're gonna show the disk space usage. So df-h. This just shows the size of different things, how much has been used, the available size or the available stuff left, the use percentage, and other stuff. You can also do du to show the usage of files and directories. So it'll show you the total size of a directory. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can do that on your own time if you want to. Just if you want to see anything about the directory. Next, really important one, we're going to do uptime. And it tells you how long this has been up, how many users have been going. And I've been using this for 30 minutes. So next thing we're going to do, see if this works, is type in if config and hit enter. Alright, that's wonderful. So instead we're going to do IP space ADDR show, hit enter, and it'll show you IP address, stuff like that. Fun stuff. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is ping. So I'm gonna type in ping, and let's just do google.com, and it's just gonna start sending information to Google, and it's gonna send it straight back, and it's giving me all this information. It's just showing network connectivity to the remote host. So, I mean, looks pretty connected to me. And then I'm pretty sure to get out of this, you hit Control C, and it stops. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is type in netstat tone. Alright. Alright, so if it says that that this command can be installed with this thing, you just kind of copy it down, and it should download everything. So now if I do netstat tone, hit enter, it'll give me all that fun stuff. So it's just displaying network connections, routing tables, and interface statistics here. Alright, so next thing we're going to do, we're close to being finished here. I'm going to type in CD. That's just going to bring me back to the home page, a little bit extra there. And I'm going to type in find and path to, say, employees, and hit enter. Okay. Let's try that again.
And it should work. And now we're gonna do that one more time. So, but this time for.
I think I might have to add another slash there. Alright, let me try to troubleshoot this. Alright, so can't get the find thing to work, so if you can get it to work, it just searches, it gives a path to different things. It finds the file specific name, gives you the path. Okay, so if you type in grep -r and pattern whatever, it searches for pattern files or in a directory. I don't have any patterns or whatever, so yeah. And apt it just manages. See if I can get this to go away. Searches wrong one. Manages packages, install, remove, update, just fun stuff. So it's just sudo apt and then a bunch of stuff, and then tar archives and extracts files. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.